Hello guys, myself Jaydeep Serasia. Standard 6, chapter number 7, Things Around Us. So guys, we are going to start new chapter. So in this chapter, what are we going to learn? At the end of this chapter, we will learn about the living things, their characteristics, then difference between living and non-living things, then similarities between all living things, then about the plant, why they cannot grow in dark, then ecosystem, right, then biotic component and abiotic components, then about the relation between biotic and abiotic components, then about ecosystem. So at the end of this chapter we would learn about this, all the parameters, all the things. So here is given that key, you know that things around us can be broadly categorized into living and non-living things. So first observe this picture and notice a lion standing on a rock. What other things do you notice in a picture? Classify them as living or non-living things. List accordingly, right? So guys, do this work in your textbook. Okay, so we are going to start new topic. Okay guys, so today we are going to discuss about the characteristics of living things. So standard 6, chapter number 7, things around us. So in the first topic, it is that what are the different characteristics of the living things, right? So there are so many types of the characteristics, like levels of organisms. Living things need food, right? It can respire. Living things grow and develop, right? It responds to stimuli, then it moves from one place to the another place, then it reproduces their kind of the other organisms, then living things excrete their waste, and living things have a definite lifespan. So guys, today we are going to discuss the first characteristics of living things. So see, levels of organism. This is the first characteristics. So there are 5 levels of the organism. Which 5 levels? So like cell, tissue, organ system and organisms. So these are the 5 levels. So guys, what is the cell? So each and every organism is made up of only cell, right? So that means cell is the basic structure of any organism. So guys, what happens? When two or more cells join, it makes the tissues. When two or more tissues join together, it gives organ system, then organs, right? So first it is here that what is, according to the numbers of cells, organisms are divided into the 2 types. Suppose any organism is made up of only one cell, it is called as unicellular organism, right? So as for example, unicellular organism, that means amoeba, paramecium, these types of the organisms are called as unicellular organisms. Now, what is the meaning of multicellular organism? Now, multicellular organisms, that means the organism which is made up of several cells. it is called as multicellular organisms. As for example, rose plant, human beings, most of the animals and most of the plants are made up of several cells. So this is called as multicellular organisms. Right, now see, this is the structure. This one unit is called as the cell, right? And this is bacteria and red blood cell. This all are called as the cells. Now actually what happens is when two or more cells join together to perform a particular function, this is called as the tissue, right? And tissue forms a particular function, right? And what happens when two or more tissues join together to form a particular function, it is called as the organ. Organ, that means ki liver, lung, heart, kidney, stomach, these all are called as the organ, right? Now what is the meaning of organ system? When two or more organs join together, interact with each other to form a particular function, this is called as the organ system, right? So what is the meaning of organ system? As for example, if we say the digestive system, so in the digestive system what happens? So stomach will be, intestine will be, so they all organs are joined together. In same way in the respiratory system, right, in blood circulatory system, like in the blood circulatory system, lungs and heart are interacted to each other to transport the oxygen from lungs to the blood, right? So this is called as the circulatory system. Now what is the meaning of organism? So when two or more organ systems join together and makes the entire body, this is called as organisms, right? And organisms, that means ki all the plants, all the animals, this all are called as organisms. So guys, let's repeat again. What is cell? Cell is a unit structure of any organism. When two or more cells join together, it forms tissue. When two or more tissues join together to form a particular function, it is called as organ. When two or more tissues join together to form a particular function is called as organ. When two or more organs join together to form a particular function is called as organ system. When two or more organ system join together and it makes the entire body, this is called as organism. Okay guys, this was the levels of the organism. It was the first characteristics. Okay guys, thank you. Okay guys, let's see today's homework. Take out exercise MCQ number 1. This is not a characteristic of living things. So find out the one characteristic which is not in living thing, right? Then MCQ number 2. Bacteria are an example of, so it is multicellular, unicellular, organ or tissue. So find it out and TikTok in textbook. Now turn your page. Now give one word for the following. First one, the process by which green plants make their own food in the presence of water and sunlight. So which of this process is called as? Then short question answer. So guys, section 1 students will write in the textbook right? No need to write in fair notebook. Now short question 1. What are cells? Write down definition. Cell is the unit structure and basic structure of any living organism. Second, differentiate between a tissue and a organ. So write down definition of tissue and organ. So guys, this was your today's homework. Write it down, short question answers in fair notebook. Okay guys, thank you. Have a nice day.